Still in the land of hip hop. Our brother Meek Mills, I need you to come in front of the congregation. Come in front of the congregation, Meek Mill. So here's the context. Meek Mills puts out a tweet. And when you read the initial tweet, there's not too much wrong with it. Let me pull up the tweet real quick. Hopefully I can find it. Okay. So here's the tweet. I'm going to read it. I'm going to give the context and then I'm going to give my stuff. Do a lot of people play my music in South Africa? I remember having a big show there a few years back. There's nothing wrong with that first sentence. Here's where we look at this, and I got some questions. How do y'all listen to our music in South Africa? On what platform in Nigeria? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me, Robert? You're asking the continent of Africa, where we get our resources from to run these phones, do they have access to the same DSPs as we do? Are we really doing this in 2024? Really, Meek? Put your phone down or pick it up and go to Google. That's one. Number two, why that's problematic. It feeds into the whole stereotype that people outside of America, whether we're talking about South America, whether we're talking about in the Caribbean, whether we're talking about in Asia or on the continent of Africa, that they're living backwards and they're not living up to standards as the United States. We got to stop that, man. These places have electricity. They have houses. They have infrastructure. They have access to internet. They have access to Wi-Fi. They have access to Spotify, Meek. Yes, they got access to Spotify. Meek, do you know they got access to Google? Robert, come here. People in Africa can go on Apple Music too. This is why we don't need, every time we come around to a presidential election, they start parading actors and celebrities in front of us to talk about our political issues. This is why we don't need that. We actually had a grown man in his mid-30s ask, how do people in specific countries on the continent of Africa listen to music? And then he doubled down and tried to put out another tweet. But like I said, when I first started, are you shitting me? Who asks that type of question? Usually they say there's no stupid question. That was one of the dumbest questions I read on the internet. There's that.